Hiya, welcome to this short seated practice. You might want to sit either on your chair, sofa, or on a floor. Maybe you are a wheelchair user, you can sit on that. Whatever is around. It's good to sit a bit further from your backrest so you have some space to move. So, if that's possible, do it. And then we're gonna begin. Uh, Maybe with your eyes closed or gazed lower, depending how do you feel. So we're gonna start with a few deeper breaths. So take a moment. Maybe you can straighten your back a little bit more. Maybe you can release your shoulders down, allow them to soften a little. Imagine your neck is nice and long. Noticing the contact where your body is touching maybe your chair, sofa, or the floor. And then, can you notice your breath? Does it feel okay when you focus on your breath? We don't want to feel more stressed, so if that's the case, you can focus on anything else that brings you comfort, maybe noticing the sounds around you instead. If breath feels safe, take a moment to feel it. And it might be helpful to rest one hand on your chest, one on your belly. Maybe now you can notice something else. I can feel my chest and belly rising and falling with each breath. Maybe notice which one is rising first or more. Can you feel that? It's okay if you're not, if you don't, or if you're not sure. And I will guide you through some little breathwork practice. But at any point, if this practice makes you feel tense, not safe, you can always return to your natural breath. You don't need to change it at all. But if you want to join me, if you want to try it, we're going to start with a few normal, your natural breaths. Few natural breaths, but feeling the contact between your hands and your body. And then we're going to try to find a few belly breaths. So now, when you inhale, try to take your breath down towards your abdomen, maybe even below your belly button. So inhaling deeply, like you want the hand on your belly to rise first or a little bit more, and exhale fully. Try a few more like this. So inhaling down towards your belly and exhaling fully. And it's okay if the hand on your chest is still moving. But you want to feel the hand on your belly to move either fast or slightly more. 2 more breaths like this. Inhaling down and exhaling fully. And now, move your hands to your lower ribs, to your side body. If you're not sure, you can have a look where I have a line. And first, find a few natural breaths. And then when you inhale so your ribs will expand to the sides. So inhaling down towards your side body and exhaling fully. Few more breaths like this. Like you want to push your ribs further away to the sides. And exhale. And how that feels, if you don't like how it feels, you can always return to your natural breath, reset, find your place of comfort. Okay, and then you can release your hands down, return to your natural breath, maybe noticing how you are, how is your mind? Is it busy or not? Or maybe you're not sure. Okay, and we're gonna start moving. We're gonna start with some cat-cows. So, for your cat-cows, if you can, rest your hands on tops of your thighs. Maybe you can even reach your knees. And then press your chest forwards, look up. And then around your spine, bring the chin towards your chest. So continue with this simple movement, arching and rounding your back. Noticing how is your back? How are your shoulders today? And maybe you can inhale to one shape, exhale to the other. Few more like this. You can even close your eyes or let them rest. Okay, and finish with this movement. And now we're gonna find some twists. So for your twists, take your one arm, reach back, and if you have a backrest behind you of your chair or sofa, you can rest your arm there. If you're sitting on the floor, you can land your hand on the floor behind you. And then with the other arm, bring the hand to the opposite leg, maybe to your outer leg. And then can you look back? Finding few breaths there and notice what your shoulders are doing. Can you release your shoulders down? And then when you inhale, maybe you can get taller, top of your head reaching up. And exhale to soften your belly, look back. Few more like this. Inhale to reach, get taller. Exhale to soften your belly. And now, keep your body where it is, but we're gonna turn your head. Slowly turn your head to the other side. Look over other shoulder. Find side neck stretch. And then the rest of your body follows and you can shake it off. It might feel nice to find a few shoulder rolls now. Bringing your shoulders up towards your ears, releasing back. And now we're gonna find this twist on the other side. So reach back, land your hand behind you or rest your forearm on your back rest. And then other hand to the opposite leg. And look back. Release your shoulders down and inhale, top of your head is reaching taller, imagine you are getting taller. And exhale, soften your belly. Few more like this. and how this twist feels for you today. I mean, if you've been sitting a lot, it may feel quite intense. Okay, and we're gonna turn your head. So slowly turn your head. Look over other shoulder. And then untwist your chest. Come back to the middle. Find a few shoulder rolls again. And then we're gonna find a few neck rolls. So imagine your head is super heavy. Release your head down. And then move your head in a big circle. And then to the other side. Nice. Okay, now we're gonna find side body stretch. So for side body stretch, rest your, let's say, right hand on your right thigh. Bring your left arm overhead and then lean to your right. And you can either just stay where you feel like one side of your body is stretching. Maybe you can look up slightly. Or maybe you can add a little pulses, but only if you're feeling strong. Like you don't want to fall off your chair. Alright, release this arm down and let's switch to the other side. So bring the other arm overhead and lean to your left. Maybe looking up for a moment. Maybe adding a little pulses. Like feel free to modify this. If you find a nice stretch, go for it. If you want to stay longer in those stretches, that's an option as well. You can always pause the video. And then release your arm down. Nice. Okay, now let's bring your right shoulder towards your right ear and rest your right hand on top of your head. Allow your hand to be heavy. And what we're going to do, we're going to push your head into your hand, but hand is stopping any movement. And you don't have to use 100% of your strength. 50-60 will be enough. So when you're ready, start pushing and the hand is stopping. So like you want to feel some muscles activate here on the side of the neck. One more breath there. And exhale, release. Well done. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Unless it doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it then. So release your left ear towards your left shoulder, rest your left hand on top of your head. And 50% of your strength, start pressing and blocking your head from movement. Breathe. Release your shoulder down. And release this. Shake it over, find a few shoulder rolls again. I hope your neck feels a little bit nicer. And one more thing. Now we will try to find this trapezius muscle, the muscle that likes to hold tension, especially if we sit a lot or stress a lot. I struggle with tension there quite often. So this muscle, well, I find it helpful to lift my shoulder, and then in the middle there is this, you should be able to find this muscle there. So when you lift your shoulder, there's like a little valley there, so maybe you can use your hand to grab it. And don't be afraid to hold it quite firmly. I mean, the stronger you go, the bigger release you might feel afterwards. I like to really go for it, but if you're sensitive, if you're not used to massages, then maybe be gentle to start with. You can always repeat it. So grab your muscle and then hold and breathe. Nothing more to do. Breathing to release it. Maybe one more breath there. It can be intense. And then release, massage, move it. Notice how it feels now. Mine feels much warmer now. And yeah, less tense. So let's try it on the other side. Lift the other shoulder, try to find your muscle and grab it. However you grab it. And it's better if you have to go under your t-shirt, if you can. Easier to hold it. And then when you have it, hold and breathe. Release your shoulder down. Find few breaths there. Can you squeeze it stronger? Maybe not. And then release. Shake it off. Well done. Okay, so one more thing here. We're gonna find a forward fold, deep forward. So basically, we want to lie down on your thighs. Finish with that. So if you are seated in a cross-legged position on a floor, you can walk your hands forwards, lower down. If you are sitting on a chair or sofa, slowly rest your belly down on your thighs, release your head down. If your belly is not touching your thighs, maybe you have a pillow or blanket somewhere close and you can feel the gap between your belly and your thighs and release that. And it might be nice to bring your legs a bit wider so you have a space for your body, any body parts that are in a way. And then it might be nice to shake your head yes no a few times. Allow your arms to get heavy. And maybe you can stay there for a minute or two. So you are more than welcome to stay there a little bit longer. But I'm gonna say goodbye. See you again.